For some people, the law must be followed. For others, it's an obstacle in their way. When the law is broken, for better or for worse, they are classified
as villains.
The villain's purpose is to serve as the opposition to the hero, and their motive or evil actions drive a plot along. In contrast to the hero, who is defined by feats of integrity, bravery, and the pursuit of justice, the villain is often defined by
their selfishness, evilness, arrogant cruelty, and cunning,
displaying their immoral behavior that can oppose or prevent justice. The term villain first came into English from the Anglo-French and Old French villains, which is further driven from the late Latin word villanus, which refers to those bound to the soil of the villa and worked on an equivalent of a plantation. In Lake Kodai, in Italy, an analysis of Russian fairy tales, Vladimir Prop concluded that the majority of stories had only 8 characters, one being the villain. This analysis has been widely applied to non-Russian tales. The actions that fell into a villain's spear were a story initiating villainy, when the villain caused harm to the hero or his family, a conflict between the hero and the villain, either a fight or a competition, pursuing the hero after they have succeeded in winning the fight, or obtaining something from the villain. When a character displays these traits, it is not necessarily tropes specific to the fairy tale genre, but it does imply that the one who performs certain acts to be the villain. The villain, therefore, can appear twice in the story to fulfill certain roles, once in the opening of the story, and a second time as the person sought out by the hero. When a character only performs actions or display traits that coincide with Vladimir's analysis, that characters can be identified as a pure villain. Folklore and fairy tale villains can also play a myriad of roles, can influence or drive a story forward. In fairy tales, villains can perform an important role. For example, a witch who fought the hero and ran away, and who let the hero follow her, is also performing a task of guidance, and thus acting as a helper. Another role for the villain would be the dispatcher, who sends the hero on their quest. At the beginning of the story, their request may be innocent or benevolent, but the dispatcher's real intentions might send the hero on an adventure to get rid of him. The role and influence the villain has over the narrative can also be transferred through other characters to continue their role in the narrative through another character. The legacy of a villain is often transferred through bloodlines or a devoted follower. For example, if a dragon played a role of a villain but was killed by a hero, another character might take on the role as a villain and pursue the hero out of revenge. The fairy tale genre utilized villains as key components to push the narrative forward and influence the hero's journey.